I felt Prodigy should have embraced his background more. It's what made him special and would have allowed him to create more significant art. I felt like Prodigy's arts background made him more prepared as a performer than the rest of us.
Today, we just got a cannonball into one of hip-hop's murkiest rumor pools. Did 50 Cent really warn the late Prodigy of Mobb Deep to keep Diddy's darkest secrets on ice? Buckle up, sip that tea, and let's separate cold facts from steamy fanfic. Before we even start, you should know that there are basically no credible receipts showing 50 ever telling Prodigy, "Yo P, hush on Diddy." But hip-hop history is messier than a club bathroom at 3 a.m. So the absence of receipts won't stop speculation. But here's what we can say about this situation. One thing that we know about Prodigy is that he never played it safe.
The Hip Hop Task Force was created to watch Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, to watch the artists that was connected with P. Diddy, and then it just grew.
From jailhouse letters to late night radio, the Queensbridge legend kept calling out the powers that be. In a 2012 phone interview, mysteriously scrubbed from the net, he hinted that moguls like Diddy and Jay-Z were gatekeepers for shadowy execs. Phrases like secret society and sacrifice had conspiracy Twitter in a chokehold. DMX echoed the vibe in his own fiery rants.
You know what I mean? I believe definitely maybe some of these label heads, like major labels and like major corporate companies, might have something to do with it, and they, you know, might be involved with the agenda, you know what I mean? But
Prodigy was fearless, but he wasn't reckless. Homies say he started archiving files in case they try to wipe my voice. Days before his 2017 passing, word spread that he'd been prepping a doc tying Diddy's infamous soirees to label politics and even NYPD surveillance. That footage, still MIA. Now pivot to 50 Cent. If petty were an Olympic sport, Curtis Petty King Jackson holds the gold. Their beef dates back decades. Vodka wars, nightclub shade, the whole nine. Just this week, Diddy's ex-assistant told a Manhattan jury that Puff once bragged, "I like guns," while discussing Fifth. Hours later, 50 hopped on IG. "I don't feel safe." Plus, rolling eyes emoji. Don't let the memes fool you. 50's G-Unit Films is cooking up a Netflix docuseries promising never-before-seen footage from Diddy's wildest freak-offs, with profits supposedly headed to abuse survivors. Last month, he leaked courtroom snippets showing grainy club cam of celebs Usher, Bieber, then yanked them for legal reasons. Classic Fifth. But where does Prodigy fit in this whole business? So let's piece together the timeline that's got the internet side-eyeing 50 and wondering what really went down behind the scenes. Back in 2005 to 2007, Mobb Deep linked up with G-Unit and things were looking real good. Studio vibes were strong, they were getting that tour money, and it was all love for Queens. Prodigy and 50 Cent were moving like a unit, literally, and fans thought this was the perfect partnership. But behind the scenes, who knows what kind of conversations were going down in those G-Unit offices. Then in 2008, things took a turn. Prodigy started a 3-year prison sentence, and that's when his letters from behind bars got real deep. He was dropping gems about so-called industry devils, shady backroom deals, and dark energy surrounding the music business. But here's the thing, despite all the coded language and conspiracy whispers, he never once mentioned 50 Cent telling him to stay quiet about Diddy. Not directly, not even indirectly. So, if there was a warning, it wasn't written. By 2011, Prodigy got out and came back swinging. He was still outspoken, still peeling back layers of the music biz. Meanwhile, Diddy had fully transformed into the face of luxury branding, Mr. Chirac, Mr. Hip-Hop's Walt Disney. While Diddy was rebranding himself as a mogul for the ages, Prodigy was dropping knowledge in interviews, books, and low-key podcasts. Two totally different lanes, but some say their roads were about to cross again in a dangerous way. Fast forward to 2015, and here's where the plot thickens. Word started floating around about an unaired podcast where Prodigy dropped a cryptic line. Fifth told me some things are bigger than rap moves, smart. Now that's not exactly a smoking gun, but the internet does what the internet does. Fans started twisting it, remixing it into 50 Cent, warned me not to speak on Diddy. And that's how rumors take flight. Then we hit 2017 and tragedy strikes. Prodigy dies suddenly in Las Vegas under what many still call suspicious circumstances. That's when the conspiracy engines went into overdrive. All those past warnings, industry rants, and mystery clips started resurfacing like breadcrumbs. And with 50 Cent going full savage on Diddy in the years that followed, people couldn't help but connect dots, whether they were real or not. Notice what's missing? Hard proof. Insiders swear 50 was protective of his artists. Tight security, NDAs, but no one recalls a Diddy-specific gag order. Some even claim Fifth encouraged Prodigy's exposés. More Free promo while the vodka versus tequila war raged. Let's play detective though. Why would 50 ever muzzle Prodigy? Two theories. First off, damage control. If 5th's doc was already percolating, he might have wanted first dibs on any explosive tapes. Telling P to chill keeps the bomb exclusive. Then it could also be street politics. Loose lips invite lawsuits, or worse. Given Diddy's rumored cleanup crew, a friendly heads up from 50 could have been life-saving advice, not censorship. But, and this is big, no eyewitness, email, or leaked voice note confirms either storyline. Till somebody drops receipts, the warning stays urban legend. But let's talk about another interesting thing here. This isn't the first time explosive footage pulls a Houdini. Remember DMX's 2009 BET sit-down shouting, "Contracts are slavery, gone from BET servers. Only grainy fan uploads survive." Same with that Facebook reel where an OG DJ claims the hip-hop task force watched Puff like the CIA. When clips evaporate, imaginations hit overdrive, and legends become martyrs. Silence benefits power. Diddy's legal storm spans multiple states, and every stray narrative thread could be courtroom ammo. Prosecutors already admitted they track Rat Butt for motives. So while we clown 50's memes, his posts sometimes end up as exhibits. Wild times. At the end of the day, Prodigy rang alarm bells about the industry, and 50 Cent is still ringing them about Diddy, but the private warning is still only a rumor. So tell us, do you buy the legend or nah? If you've got lost interviews or timestamps that changed the game, link them in the comments. Smash that like and keep your notifications on because the Diddy Doc countdown is ticking and 50's petty train never stops.